Double tap to confirm. I used to think dating apps were just math and nerves. You pick a photo where your smile looks like it belongs to you, answer 3 prompts like a human, and swipe until a stranger becomes less of a stranger. I'm 25, new to a city that makes you feel like furniture, and my rules were boring on purpose. Meet in public, send a screenshot of the profile to a friend, share live location, order my own drink, never get in anyone's car. The superstition rule came from my sister. If an invite changes at the last minute, don't go. It was a Thursday that slid into empty. Rain pinned the light to the glass. I'd stacked dishes, folded laundry, done every politely lonely thing, and still stared at my phone like it owed me a voice. When Tinder buzzed, it felt like a small animal pawing at my sleeve. The profile was clean. Evan, 27. 3 photos that looked like the same day from different angles. A dog you'd trust with your mail. The bio said, "New here. Be kind." The app showed 0.3 miles away. Then, for a blink, here. I blamed the rain. I matched because that's why we're there. His first message landed like a domino. Don't go quiet. Not hello, not a question. The typing bubble fluttered and went still. The phone vibrated again, double tap, and the heart by our match lit red like a small wound. We traded the audit everyone does. Work, neighborhood, favorite dumpling place. He used punctuation, like a person who writes. He didn't ask for other apps. He suggested coffee at a busy cafe near the station. Anytime after 9, we'll people watch each other, he said. My rules clapped like seals. I sent my friend Luna a screenshot of his profile and the plan. Luna sent back a skull, and then, text me when you leave, when you get there, and when you bail. At 8:42, a new notification slid into the stack. Evan changed the location. Tinder doesn't send those. Not like that. The venue updated to a bar 2 blocks off the main street, tucked behind a rehearsal studio. Less foot traffic, later hours. Last-minute change. The superstition rule put a hand on my shoulder. I texted, "Let's stick to the cafe?" The typing bubble in our chat bloomed, held, and vanished. 3 dots became a small weather system I didn't want to live under. He wrote, "Bar's quieter. You'll hear me." The rain on my window answered with its own tap-tap like it had opinions. A verification code texted to my phone for an account I hadn't tried to log into. Then a second code. Then an email from a delivery service I don't use. Confirm pickup at 9:13 p.m. The numbers looked like a joke the night tells. I put the phone face down and breathed through my teeth until my throat remembered its job. I reverse image, searched his first photo, like a person who's been told to check. The same face stared back from a local gym newsletter, a real estate agency, an 8-year-old 10K fundraiser. Different names, different cities, the same shirt. Not proof, not comfort. At 9:06, my building intercom buzzed and buzzed again. Double. Like someone enjoying rhythm. I thumbed the mic, said, "Wrong apartment," and watched the street camera. No one at the door. The little screen smeared for a second. 5 pale ovals and a round heel, like a hand pressed to it from the wrong side, and cleared. Evan wrote, "Don't ghost." Then, softer, "I promise I'm not weird." I typed "another night" and didn't send it. The superstitious rule put the phone back down for me. At 9:13 on my wall clock, my phone decided the other time mattered. The lock screen flipped to 3:13 for a blink and corrected. Luna texted. Right then, "Pause, tell me you aren't going." I wrote, "I'm not." My hands sweat like they were answering a question I hadn't asked. A new message, not from Tinder, reached around my do not disturb like it paid rent. I'm here. No name. Location tag. The alley behind my building. The dot on the little map blinked behind my bedroom wall, as if someone had peeled the block open. You gave me your number, Evan wrote on Tinder. I hadn't. The app blinked typing. Then, in his next line, my own last message to Luna, word for word. I'm not. The screen held my words like a mirror does. Okay, I wrote to myself, to the air. Okay. I did boring things very carefully. Checked the deadbolt, put my keys near the door, turned the music down until it was only the room breathing. The pipes in the kitchen clicked twice. Old buildings love playing percussion, and the sound threaded the space between my shoulder blades. The phone rang with a number that looked local. I let it go to voicemail and listened with my mouth still open. A mouth breathed. Someone said my name in the voice I use when I'm hurrying. Then another voice, careful and patient, like each word was lowered into place by hand. Don't go down. My apartment is on the 4th floor. The stairs below me creaked, 2 at a time, like a person practicing somebody else's weight. The apartment door across the hall opened and closed slow. My peephole showed nothing, which felt like it showed more than it should. The double vibration buzzed 3 times on my dresser. Tinder. Confirm you're meeting Evan at 9:30? A second toast slid up under it. Double tap to confirm. The hearts next to our chat pulsed once, twice. I typed Luna again. If I don't answer in 5 minutes, call me loud. Sent. The typing bubble came back in our thread and held there for whole minutes, like a held breath. Then a single N. Answer the door. It's me. I peered through the peephole because that's what bodies do when curiosity arm wrestles fear. Nobody in the hall. A whisper through the gap at the floorboards said my name in Luna's voice, as if she'd pressed her mouth to the crack. Tell me the word from your last text, I said through the wood, and felt ridiculous for the test until I didn't. Silence. Then my own voice from the other side, hurried, loud. I don't think I breathed for 3 beats. The peephole showed the empty hall, yawning back. The stairwell sighed, the way buildings do when they adjust their stories. Something pinged in the metal of my door. 2 measured taps, exact as punctuation. The knocks didn't belong to Knuckles. They were a phone on vibrate meeting wood. Double tap, a voice on the other side sing-songed, and the deadbolt turned a hair under my palm without my hand moving. I put both hands flat, like pushing a sleeping dog back onto its bed. Evan wrote again, the words arriving as if carried, leave it unlocked. Lines after, don't go down. You left it open. The app showed our chat location bouncing, then settling behind my wall again, as if the alley had decided it was my living room. A delivery driver called outside on the street, his voice drifting through the window. Paper bag rustle, a door I couldn't see opening. The building held still. My phone vibrated twice, again, and the screen lit with a photo of my own door, taken from inches away. A slick shine where breath had fogged the paint. I put the phone face down. The screen lit the ceiling with a pale rectangle. The twin buzz landed through the wood. I said, no, quietly, to air, and to whatever had learned to imitate people in my phone. The word felt smaller than I wanted. The night seemed to set it gently on a high shelf where it couldn't help me. The intercom echoed down the building like metal, deciding to remember a shape. I pressed the button without thinking, heard the alley breathe, and a voice that was not a voice said, with the steadiness of something that has all night, "Do not come." I let the button go and stood with my forehead to the cool glass. The rain quit, all at once, the way rain sometimes does when it remembers weather reports. The city tried to find its own hum. Luna finally called, and I picked up on the first syllable. "You're still home," she said, like a relief that made my knees want to sit. I told her everything I could say, without locking it into a shape I'd have to keep. "Stay on the line," she ordered, and I did. At 3:13, because some hours volunteer for this job, the phone vibrated one last time, 2 precise taps, and the Tinder chat cleared itself. Our messages slid up and fell off the edge like cards trick dealer's palm. The profile went blank, photos gone where photos go. The heart grayed out. The next morning, Luna sent a screenshot of a neighborhood forum. "Heads up, reports of spoofed matches, people getting messages from their own texts. If a date moves the meeting place or time last minute, don't go." The post had 3 comments that all said basically the same thing, then all vanished in a refresh, like a conversation that had agreed to be misremembered. I deleted the app. I downloaded it again 3 weeks later at 1 p.m. in a coffee shop full of grad students and strollers, because human habits are weather too. I matched with a person who had 4 different earrings in one ear and a dog that wasn't up to a prop. We met in daylight. We left on foot, separate ways, without exchanging so much as a door code. My rules clapped politely. The world felt briefly ordinary. I still get odd texts around 3:13. The ones that slip around, "Do not disturb. I'm here. Leave it open. Don't go down." Sometimes my phone vibrates twice against my nightstand. Sometimes the door answers with the same rhythm back, like a house learning an app's language. In a voice steady, because the rules are simple, and the superstition is old. "Not tonight." For a long, thin moment, the wood is cool under my palms. For a moment, there's breath on the other side that isn't mine. And then the heart in the corner of my screen stays gray, and the hallway lets go, and whatever had learned my name moves on to someone who doesn't, to keep their door closed just because a stranger asked.
If you survived this far, leave your like to prove you are not afraid.